close your eyes.
The information system is back online. The last few hours without any news seem to go on forever. Let's keep going. That looks like a bit of progress. Another little bit of effort. As long as it works. Looks like you figured out the puzzle. Congratulations. I can't believe the doors are open, and that I will be going through them soon. I've waited so long for this moment. Finally, before reaching the doors, I have to get rid of the creature and the security robots. I will update the objectives accordingly. Okay, this isn't going to be easy. Let's go down, and we'll surely see. The rotating emergency light turned on. Okay, let's change floors. Let's go. Thanks. I don't know what I'd do without you. But where did that creature go? The one that chased me? Is it preparing an ambush? I guess not. An animal that size, I'd see it coming. It must have ran away. I don't know where to. Just as well, that's one less problem. Only the robots left to deal with. I've got an idea. We need to get close to the robot the creature ambushed earlier. With a little luck, I could alter its settings. I could change it from autonomous to remote control mode. It will be up to you to control it and neutralize the others. What do you think? Let's give it a shot. Can you navigate me towards the fallen robot? I can't see very well. right, it looks like it's okay. I don't think it was too severely damaged. Where's the maintenance board? There it is. There, all done. I suppose that the system is prompting you for a code to control the robot. You should have it. Good. Now it's up to you. The objective is to neutralize the other security robots. They are armed with electric cannons. After they fire, there's a slight delay while the cannon recharge. Calculate your hits accordingly. Good luck. I'm going to take cover. Keep it up. You're doing well. No mercy. None should escape. What a combat! Nice hit. Thank you so much. In your hands, this robot is unbeatable. What a shame we have to leave it here. So nothing should obstruct my way through these doors now. I am speechless. What's waiting for me behind these doors, I just don't know. Yet, there's a secret hope guiding me. 112 is calling to me, I can feel it. He's here, somewhere in this mysterious world, and I won't stop until I'm with him. Now's the time. I'm going in. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you getting an image? I'm so sorry I forgot to enable the server after going through the doors. The Tyriad's world is equipped with cameras and a computer network. Our engineers installed them after the discovery of the subterranean galleries to help lead the first receptors in their expeditions. This is the room where they were trained. Their equipment was similar to mine, a portable camera perched on the shoulder to follow their movements. A language pack allowing exchanges with Tyriads and other creatures from their universe. I'm not an expert with this device, even if I can work its basic functions. I think you should browse the user's manual to learn more about how it works. The only problem is, the manual is in Paul Gurnish's files, the Abyss Room attendant. Indeed, I suggest you read up about Tyriads before we undertake this expedition. You'll be lost without at least some basic knowledge. Let's see where you might find the information you need. Probably in Jack Lowell's files, the Exterior Tyriad Zone Officer, or Nancy Edwards' files, the officer in charge of Rambling Tyriads, or maybe Paul Gurnish's files, who I mentioned before. While you do some research, I'll keep searching this room. It's full of material. There must be something here to complement my equipment. I'll also update our objectives. So see you later, and good luck with the research. I'd say you have a better idea of the Tyriad's world now. On my end, I found this endoscopic camera, a piece of medical equipment designed to explore channels of the human body. I don't know if it's useful, but I'll bring it anyway, you never know. Do you want to take one last look in the room? This might be our last chance for a while. Help me search. This doesn't look like a camera add-on. What's it for? Let's load and see. Now that's a useful program. It's a remote control for the language pack. I don't really remember how to use it. Oh yes, it's coming back to me. The pack lets you emit pheromones, enabling you to talk inside the Tyriad's world. With this device, you can have conversations with the creatures in this universe, but you can also send messages or warnings. As you may have read in the manual, the pack emits pheromones that elicit emotions. These can be used as signals between us. For example, I remember testing the epsilon pheromone in the lab. Depending on its concentration, it elicits restraint, even temperance. If you emit some when we're alone, I'll take that as you suggesting I be vigilant. Another add-on? Let's check it out. It's an audio decryption device. It translates what the Tyriads are saying when you point it at them. But it must only be a rough translation. The language of these creatures remains quite a mystery for our researchers. Speaking of which, did I tell you? The portable camera is motorized and pivots in all directions. This could be very useful. I'll watch its movements and then I'll know what's captured your attention. We could also agree that in certain circumstances, I've had this weird feeling ever since I passed through the doors. While this is all new to me and doesn't look like anything I've ever known, I still seem to recognize particular details, as if I'd been here before. Where does this feeling come from? Could I have been here before? Strange, this light. I can't seem to locate its source. It looks like it's emanating from the walls, unless it comes from the dust floating up above. This tunnel was not dug by humans, that's for sure. I'm not convinced it's a natural tunnel either. I wonder if Tyriads have architects, if they construct buildings like us, or if they just inhabit the shelters they find. I'm not going into that jungle. I can't do it. There are plants everywhere. I have an idea. Do you think that the plants respond to pheromone emissions? That we might be able to make an effect with an olfactory message? Bah, let's give it a shot and see what happens. Thanks. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm not going into that jungle. It's blocked. I'm not going into that jungle. Thanks. I don't know what I'd do without you. Finally, the exit. I never thought I'd make it. Thanks for your help. Look, an area server switch. Strange to find one here so far from the doors. Quite a feat to have connected to the network so far. All right, I'm flicking the switch. A Tyriads! Quick, hide! He doesn't look aggressive, and for some reason, his physiognomy inspires trust. He's projecting strange light particles. What could they be?
Welcome. I am Miljan. Understand, Professor? Long time I wait. Eternal patience. Eyes closed, but mind awake. 112 cent, Miljan. 112 alive. Happy to welcome you. Understand, Professor? I also speak human language. I will speak for you.
Who are you? Can you understand me?
I understand you very well, Lea. My name is Miljan. I belong to the unique Elixir caste, the Communication Tyriads group. Though other Tyriads consider us as inferior beings, we possess a quality that they do not. We can hear human language. I realize it's difficult to understand us. The language pack, designed by your friends, is ingenious, but it only interprets a small sample of the hundreds of pheromones used by the Communication Tyriads. In fact, I see that yours isn't yet equipped with the omega pheromone, one of the most important in our vocabulary. This pheromone inverts the meaning and the effect of whichever one it is combined with. You absolutely need to obtain some. It comes from a plant that's locked inside gaseous bubbles. a beautiful specimen from the Highland Forest. I suggest you leave immediately to find one. The entrance to the forest is that way. Hold on, Professor. I must tell you something else. Do you think you've met me by accident? Truth be told, it is 112 who sent me.
112, the receptor? But how is that possible?
112 is alive. He never stopped waiting for you over all these years, and he chose me to lead you to him. Without delay, you must undertake a long voyage to the secret cave where 112 awaits you. Ancient prophecy has foretold of this union, the union between 112, you and me, on which depends the emergence of a third race, a pledge of peace between humans and Tyriads. The cave is the site of convergence from where the prophecy must be fulfilled.
But how do we get to this cave?
There is a way to reach it quickly, through the ascending abyss that we use to travel long distances. When you reach the abyss, I'll help you enable it.
I'm not sure I understand all of this.
Yes, it is a bit complicated. Unfortunately, there isn't enough time to provide you all the details. What you must know is that the Tyriads community is in crisis, one of the biggest in its history. This is the year when, according to tradition, a new queen must ascend to the throne. Tension between the castes is high. In my own caste, members of the unique elixir are harassed by all the others. Combat Tyriads are the most hounded. They've led many attacks. Careful.
What is it?
Sentinels. They're approaching. I'll divert them elsewhere.
But
I'll find you at the ascending abyss. But first, you'll need to retrieve the Omega pheromone in the Highland Forest. Good luck.
give me a few seconds to update our objectives.
Help! Someone! Oh no. I'm lost. Someone!
Is everything all right, young human?
Who are you?
All these nightmares, they seem so real. The further I enter the Tyriad's universe, the more it seems familiar. These images and sounds, they're all coming back to me. I'm almost certain now. I've been here before. But when and why?
Where are we going? We have to find that flower that emits pheromones, but this forest is so big, may as well look for a needle in a haystack. I'm so tired. I didn't think it would be so hard or take so long.
Why didn't 112 wait for me behind the Tyriad's doors? Or even meet me back on the ship? We could have traveled to the cave together. So many questions, so few answers. I've had it. That's all I needed. A combat Tyriads. Where can I hide? I think this forest has more inhabitants than it looks. We're going to have to be careful. If there are sentinels hanging around, we need to avoid them at all costs. I'm counting on you to guide me to the plant, and then to the exit. You think the plant is that way?
Looks like he's interrogating me. He doesn't look very pleasant. Now's the time to use the language pack. I think he identified himself with a pheromone emission. We should respond the same way.
If they belong to an allied caste, nothing happens. Otherwise, a confrontation could ensue. What happened? Oh, right, I remember. The combat Tyriads, that sharp tickle in my nose. Sleepy. Where am I? Where was I taken?
I can't believe it. It worked. Aren't you a language pack virtuoso? Let's hope we don't meet any more sentinels in this forest. This must be the plant Millian was telling us about. It's beautiful. All we need to do now is extract some omega pheromone. Maybe if I pick one of these strange bubbles. Let's try. That would have been too easy. No good. I can't seize them. What can I do? Do you have any ideas? In the vegetal cave, the plants responded to pheromone emissions. Maybe this one will too. What do you think? Try using the language pack. You never know. Use the language pack in the communication protocol, and we'll be able to retrieve the omega pheromone. The bubbles are stopping. Now's the time to act. It's not working. We need other pheromones to pop the bubbles. Find them quickly. No, that's not working. Look, the suspended sprout in the bubble. It looks like it's approaching me. Perhaps now is the time to... The pack is lighting up. Do you think that... Yes, that's the omega pheromone. This is unbelievable. Clearly, the chemistry of these creatures is more complex than we think. Let's get a move on. The sentinels are roaming and we're risking a nasty encounter. It's time to leave the forest. I think the easiest would be to retrace our steps, but I don't remember how we came. Do you?
This way? Got it. I'm off. Right behind you. I trust you.
It's over, my pretty.
What? What happened? I fell. No, somebody pushed me. That voice, I know it. Where have I heard it before? The hermit. Yes, it's him, I remember. The hermit in his shack in the entrance to the tanks. Mike Lloyd. Scum. Oh, man. A flower. I landed on a flower. How is it standing like that in thin air? Look, they're everywhere. A weightless garden. These flowers are light sensitive. They wither almost immediately in the shade. Look how they move. You don't want to use a language pack? Seems like a good idea to me. Perhaps the flowers will be responsive. Perfect. Here comes a flower. Come here, you. Faster! What a terrible fall. I have to get back up there now. Come on, stay strong. Only a few left. Just a bit more effort. I'm almost there. Mike Lloyd. Mike Lloyd, I know you can hear me. Lloyd, what came over you? I thought you wanted to help me.
Leave me alone, Nichols. I have other things to do. Important things.
What are you playing with? Looks like a machine?
Shh! You're breaking my concentration. Not another word or I'm tossing you back into the void. And this time, there won't be a rambling flower to cushion your fall.
You're scum, Lloyd. Vile scum.
You don't understand anything, Nichols. This bomb I'm putting together will eliminate the Tyriads and their odious civilization forever.
Bomb? What bomb? Have you lost your mind?
My reminiscent anamnesis brotherhood did not have the right methods and didn't finish the job. Destroying Eden Base was not enough. The evil must be killed at its root. The entire Tyriads race must be exterminated. It's up to me to finish the job.
I won't let you go through with this.
Nichols, no offense, but you're hardly in a position to stop me. I recommend you stay quiet. The moment has come.
Are you there? Phew. What a relief. I thought I'd lost you. Amazing that our engineers were able to extend the network this far. I don't have much time to talk, so let's cut to the chase. The Tyriads put me to sleep and carried me here on a rambling flower. How long was I unconscious? I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. I've never seen a place like this. It's some kind of mineral island where the Combat Tyriads headquarters is located. No use trying to escape. They'd catch me, and fast. And anyway, there's no way off. There's a human with them, maybe an old base member, but I couldn't recognize them. Their face and body were terribly mutilated. I don't know what's expected of me. The Tyriad generals have convened to review my case, but their intentions are clearly not very friendly.
The council looks like some kind of tribunal. I suppose they're looking for a reason to condemn me. My life might be in danger. Their first session has just ended. The next one should start within moments. I've thought about it, and I think that you can help me defend myself before the generals. I think the best strategy is to alter their deliberations. Perhaps if we emit the right pheromones at the right moment, we can throw them off, and maybe this way I would be freed. It's our only chance, so let's do it. You know how to work the pack, but this time, not a single error is forgivable. Reread Paul Gurnish's files and find everything related to Tyriad's language. I'll fill you in later about what needs to be done. Look out! Here come the guards!
Welcome back, Professor Nichols. The Tyriad's generals were waiting impatiently. They have deemed your defense somewhat confusing after the first session. They seem to believe that you are Mike Lloyd's accomplice and one of the bomb architects. I'm not sure they're wrong. You have one last chance to convince them otherwise. So enough with me. You have the floor.
Rough start. Okay, let's listen to the generals and figure out a way to respond.
One last thing, Nichols. Tyriad's interrogations follow an ancient ritual code. You will be interrogated by a general whom tradition has named Seat of Conscience. Then 2 others will submit to you their questions. So, 3 altogether. It goes without saying that the more generals there are, the harder it will be to obtain their favor. Good luck, young colleague.
Don't let yourself be intimidated. If you are able to trick the Highland Forest Sentinels, you'll be able to win this challenge. Let's pay attention. He's talking to us. I know this is tough, but you've got to keep... Don't know which pheromones to choose? I think it's the same protocol that you use with the Forest Sentinels. First, identify your caste, then your state or mood. Good choice. Good answer. That Tyriad is done with us, but there are others to convince. Here comes the dawn of judgment.
Well played, Nichols. But the ride is far from over. Between the 2 generals you will encounter, the one you've seen so far will seem like a mere student. The learned illusion and the star of perception are in a whole other league. Get ready to defy these true scholars.
Courage. We'll get there. Well done. The general looks happy. You've selected a compatible caste. That's a point in our favor. I couldn't have said it better. I'm no Tyriad's language expert, but I'd say 2 or 3 combined pheromones are needed for this kind of message. Good combination. Keep going. I think the message got through. I think the message got through. You are a worthy adversary to the generals. I've chosen my lawyer well.
Getting better and better, Nichols. You've managed to sow complete chaos between our brilliant generals.
3, that's a lot. Let's focus. I think you made the right choice. You've become a You don't look confident in front of these generals. Come on, you can do it. Uh-oh, I think we're out of our league. I think we need to start over.
And again, the generals are completely confused by your defense, and so a new session will be convened.
Yes, that cast seems to work. How eloquent. You're doing very well. Keep going like that.
Well played, Nichols. But the ride is far from over. Between the 2 generals you will encounter, the one you've seen so far will seem like a mere student. The learned illusion and the star of perception are in a whole other league. Get ready to defy these true scholars.
Courage. We'll get there. Looks like you're becoming an expert. Well said. Well said. Well said. You are a worthy adversary to the generals. I've chosen my lawyer well.
Getting better and better, Nichols. You've managed to sow complete chaos between our brilliant generals.
3, that's a lot. Let's focus. I know this is tough, but you've got to keep trying. If the generals condemn me, all is lost. Uh-oh, I think we're out of our league. I think we need to start over.
And again, the generals are completely confused by your defense, and so a new session will be convened.
Well done. You're doing very well. Keep going like that.
Well played, Nichols. But the ride is far from over. Between the two generals you will encounter, the one you've seen so far will seem like a mere student. The learned illusion and the star of perception are in a whole other league. Get ready to defy these true scholars.
Courage. We'll get there. Well said. Well said. Well said. You are a worthy adversary to the generals. I've chosen my lawyer well.
Getting better and better, Nichols. You've managed to sow complete chaos between our brilliant generals.
3, that's a lot. Let's focus. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. You're doing very well. Keep going like that. Congratulations. I think we've reached our objective. The generals are in fighting.
My Tyrades brothers, wait! This meeting started well, but it's ending with disorder and disagreement. Clearly your minds are troubled. The air is thick with unpleasant pheromones that do not reflect well on your race, nor on this ritual. Allow me to remind you of the case. A bomb was placed unarmed by Mike Lloyd, old member of the reminiscent Anamnesis Brotherhood, sworn enemy of the Tyrades. This bomb threatens our survival and the existence of the subterranean world. It must therefore be disarmed as soon as possible. Who can accomplish this? Neither you, my cherished Tyrades, have the necessary dexterity, nor I, in light of the accident that robbed me of partial usage of my hands. This young human before us, Lea Nichols, is the only one with the ability to accomplish this task. Therefore, my proposal is as follows. Nichols shall disarm the bomb. In exchange, she will be granted her freedom and be provided safe passage to the Earth's surface. Does this deal satisfy you?
Fine by me.
Good then. There isn't a moment to lose. Nichols, you'll find all the materials you need in my office. Particularly, you'll need cutting pliers to handle the bomb's wires. Hurry up. Your life is also at stake.
Let's go. We don't really have a choice. Can you hear me? Yes? It's a miracle that I found an area service switch in this pipe, and another miracle that I got out of that combat. Well, the sentinels that escorted me off Professor Zeitfeld's island fell into an ambush. Millian and her friends attacked their troops by surprise, probably to save me. The fighting continues as we speak nearby. The rambling flower that brought me here fell on a beach, and I was able to hide in this pipe. I need to find that bomb in a hurry and disarm it. Let's take care of this bomb. So here it is. Looks like a homemade bomb. But beware, Lloyd put it here for a reason. Maybe there are vital Tyriad resources nearby. Look, there are 5 wires. I suppose some of them are linked to the timer. Those are the ones we need to cut. I'm going to need your help. Wasn't it a good idea to bring this endoscopic camera? Now we can proceed. If you link up to the camera, you can identify the wires that control the bomb's timer. I will point to each wire one at a time. If I should cut it, emit a specific pheromone from the language pack, the alpha pheromone, for example. If the wire should be left uncut, emit the opposite pheromone, so an omega plus alpha combination. Are we clear? Alpha to cut, omega plus alpha to keep. Let's roll. There's no time to waste. According to the timer, we only have 5 minutes to do this. Ready? Should I cut this wire? That's one of the detonating wires. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay, I won't touch it. Not this one? I'm on it. Awesome! I think we've done it. The bomb is disarmed. Now what? Where to? I can't stay here. It's too dangerous. Any minute now. But they're attacking me.
Get out of here. Get out of here now. We can't contain them for very long.
But you?
I'll find you in the ascending abyss. Come on, go!
Let's hurry. Let's change zones while Millian and her troops keep the combat Tyriads at bay. We have to get out of here. What an interesting place. Are they wells? A natural swallow hole? And what are these enormous pipes going through them? Are they channels or stems from a monster-sized vegetal? Let's go. And anyway, there's no other route. Perfect. The path is clear. Look out. We're switching servers. So cold. I hope the abyss is nicer than this. This place doesn't look like any other place in the Tyriad's world. These are clearly man-made galleries. I had no clue the scope of the Eden project was this wide. This is like a whole other advanced base. Million, you're here. But how?
I am happy to see you again, Lea. The battle was tough, and we lost many members of our cast, Unique Elixir. You were right to fear the vengeance of the combat Tyriads. They are ferocious creatures with an age-old hatred for humans.
I owe you my life, Million. This I know. Thank you. Infinite thank yous.
Enough chatting, Lea. Time is fleeting. You must absolutely meet up with 112 before the Tyriads find your trail.
Yes, but how?
The ascending abyss can help. It would be too long to explain to you how it works, but just know that it is the wind catalyst that collects and amplifies the air currents in our world. Thanks to it, Tyriads can travel long distances effortlessly. They can bring you, within moments, to the other end of a continent. One of these routes, or voyages as we call them, leads to the monolithic cave where 112 awaits you. Do you want to use it?
Why not? How does it work?
Follow me.
Never seen anything like this. It's like... No, it isn't like anything. I wonder if our researchers intended to move in here. The walls look like rock, but they're moving as if they were plants. And what's that smell? And how to describe it? So rich and inviting. As if it were a combination of the breaths of all Tyriads. Can a perfume represent an entire race? But this chill, where does it come from? Feels like the freezing subterranean winds all meet here.
The abyss is not a machine, nor is it a natural cavity. It's something of an intelligent being, our community's collective soul. Its powers are not accessible to all. To use it, you must engage it in some kind of dialogue.
You mean start a discussion?
That's right. Start by dropping your language pack into this compartment on the command desk.
Looks like it's loading something.
That's a new pheromone, the psi pheromone, which is actually ethyl monosulfamine. It is essential to talk to the abyss.
Then what?
The trick is to give the abyss the coordinates of the monolithic cave where you need to go, like giving it your trip parameters. But first, introduce yourself.
I suspect that the abyss's language, like that of the Tyriads, is based on pheromone exchanges. Chances are that the protocol is similar. First, submit an identifier, then a state. Try, we'll see. Wow, the abyss responded.
Very good. This means the dialogue has begun. Keep going.
Which one should we state, Millian?
Traveling isn't compatible with all states, certainly not with negative states associated with Omega. They say submissive is the best state to start a voyage.
The abyss is responding again.
I think you're on the right track.
I suppose now we should tell the abyss why we need to use it.
Yes, you need to submit an order now.
What kind of order, Millian?
Well, if you express a state of want or impatience, the abyss will know you want to leave here, to start a voyage.
Want, impatience. I don't remember which pheromones correspond to those.
There you go. The order is received.
That wasn't so hard.
This is due to the engineers that came before you to unearth the path, but it took them years to achieve this. The first humans who encountered the abyss could only perceive an irresolvable mystery.
What now, Millian?
The abyss will submit the voyage parameters. They vary, not so much on the destination, but rather on the current state of the community and the desire and state of the voyager.
I don't really understand.
These are difficult things for a stranger to understand. It contains the collective soul of the Tyriads, but let the abyss express itself. I must translate for you. The abyss pheromones are numerous and quite complex. The abyss is assessing northwesterly winds of average velocity, a temperature of 23 degrees slowly increasing. It also perceives a declining 18% residual moisture, stable pressure of 939 millibars. These are the conditions of our starting point.
Hold on. I'm going to make note of this in the shared folders. So let's recap. Northwesterly winds of average velocity, slowly rising temperature of 23 degrees, 18% residual moisture, pressure stable of 939 millibars. Is that it? There, saved.
Perfect. This data is more important than you think. You should know that your fellow scientists, jointly with ours, designed a launch system for the abyss based on codes. The psi pheromone allowed for this careful translation, inaccessible to the uninitiated. Every coordinate you've noted, temperature, wind direction, corresponds to a key of the code. All these keys together define the voyage parameters and allow access to the abyss. I'll let you complete the last step yourself. I need to prepare the transfer tube before our big voyage. Good luck.
All right. I think we're going to have to figure this out ourselves this time. Hey, what's this? I think this is where the code Millian spoke about should be entered. What do we do? Should we enter the information directly? 18 for 18% moisture, 23 for the temperature? I think the code is too long. Think. Millian mentioned the wind, the temperature, moisture, and pressure. That makes 4 trip parameters. How many parts were in the code you entered? Paul Gurnish was responsible for the abyss. If anyone knows the code, it's surely him. So, yes, that's it. Great. We've entered the voyage parameters. What happens now?
That's it. The abyss has confirmed the location.
We can leave now?
We must, quick. Follow me into the tube.
Miss Nichols, this is the Van Watu Rescue Center. The helicopter is near you. It won't be long until you see it. Miss Nichols, can you hear me? Miss Nichols?
With your presence, Lea, you have opened the site of convergence where the prophecy may be fulfilled. And now the choice is yours. Do you wish to stay with the Tyriads at 112 Psi, or do you wish to return to the human world?
Unit Alpha 321 to base. Survivor in sight. Initiating landing to Lister.
It's your decision, Lea, and I respect it. Follow me. There's an escort waiting for you. They will lead you to the Tyriad's doors in a few hours. We shall coordinate your return to the human world.
I enter with Millian. A squad of Tyriads surround you. You approach me. We are alone at last for a few brief moments. How I've longed to see you again. Ever since my awakening and our first exchanges by two-way cameras, I felt our presence. You seem so different. You've become one of them. I have no regrets. I had to see you one last time to conclude our story. You asked me to stay with you. I chose to go back to the human world. And so I leave this island and the Tyriad civilization behind me. By my presence, the prophecy has been fulfilled. 112's arrival in the Tyriad's world would continue to create deep unrest. I leave him now to encounter his fascinating destiny.
Close your eyes. You're swimming under the sea amongst the dolphins. The water is warm. The waves rock you back and forth. Let the peacefulness of the depths come over you. Breathe. Slowly. Immediate departure for the outer reaches of the galaxy. Close your eyes. Stretch your arms down along the side of your body. You are peacefully leaving the atmosphere. A bubble is carrying you fast and with no sound. Listen. The infinite silence of the cosmos. Breathe. You are well. Immediate departure for the outer reaches of the galaxy. Close your eyes. Stretch your arms down along the side of your body. You are peacefully leaving the atmosphere. A bubble is carrying you fast and with no sound. Listen.
Hey, what is this thing? Who's there? John! John, is that you? Who's there? John, who's there? John!
Those are called extrasensory perceptions.